Dear the Lord, Secretary General of EPP, dear friends, first I would like to thank from my heart President Weber, Secretary General, and all representatives of member parties, Patrick, which came to Albania with our demand to see things and the reality in situ. The product of this very important visit was a report which reflects the dramatic reality in my country. My humble plea for all of you, whenever you have some time to look at it, it is of great help for us. As reports stress, Albania is a country with not free and fair elections. In Albania, like in authoritarian or totalitarian dictatorship, the vote is dead before entering in the ballot box. To secure the fourth mandate, the Prime Minister of the country, in the year of elections, put under arrest and penal process the leaders of three major opposition parties. Leaders of opposition have no immunity and could be faced with justice at any time. But when you arrest them in the election year, you reproduce the model of Zayed of Tunisia, which did the same to become president by arresting three rivals from opposition side. Elections were dead, votes were dead before entering in the ballot because the government, using all potentials, according to the international reports of OSCE ODIHR, organized in violation of the law 4,300 events in order to influence the votes of Albanians, including the voting day, Giro d'Italia paying 7 million to a private organization to promote the Prime Minister's sports, love, etc. Elections were dead. Votes were dead before entering ballot boxes because 2 days before the elections, the Prime Minister erased 10 years fines and interests equal to 2.1 billion euro, impacting 200,000 families, 84,000 active businesses. Elections were owned by drug cartels because he provided to most powerful European drug cartels the list of 88 MPs, which by all means should be in parliament. The problem is how to revive a dead election process. This is of fundamental importance for us. And I am grateful that the report and the resolution suggest a technical government in order that Albanians to have possibility to vote as a free nation. Today you have in the streets of Tirana since 1 month tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands citizens and youth, asking principle, the resignation of government and a technical government to prepare free and fair election. The same. The Prime Minister is trying to present it, and he has sent thousands SMS via WhatsApp and all means to international community that this is encouraged or is organized by Iran. It has nothing true in this respect. This is the high responsible citizen and young people willing to open doors for a free and fair election and integration of Albania into European Union. They are really very well European-oriented people. Albania is the only and first narco state in Europe. And I know that not everybody agrees with me, and I know that there are people which criticize me because I tell, but I tell the truth. I tell the very truth. Today my country is the first exporter of cannabis in overall Europe. Today Albanian drug dealers are the top transporters of cocaine from Latin America to Europe. And these are proved. They do control 64% of cocaine market in UK. They do control more than 40% of cocaine market in Germany. But their billions comes to the country via containers, via buses. Only 10 days ago, 3 containers full of euro were unloaded in the port of the Douvres. Euros are invested in touristic resorts, in construction, and they have this narco euro. They have a real devastating effect to my nation. Tirana became the second most expensive city relative to income in Europe. The index of construction in Albania is 3 times higher than the average of index of construction of European Union. And according to philosophy, to criminal mind of Prime Minister, drugs is money. He says to their ministers that is nothing wrong with drugs because it is money. It is toxic money. It has turned the country. In Albanians several years ago were the best paid people in the region. Now are the less paid people in the region. Now exports 100,000 enterprises of export because of narco euro failed and Albanians flee in 10 years. Only in Schengen area, according to Eurostat, more than 1,099,000 Albanians flee for Schengen areas. That is around 45% of the nation. I kindly ask, and I highly appreciate Mrs. Secretary General, EPP, to organize a conference on the security branch, the security group of EPP, coming to Tirana and organize a conference about drug trafficking and consequences. It will be of great help for you, for us, because this situation is highly dangerous for the region and for Europe. There is under total control of the media. The media do not speak at all about EU integration. They praise day and night the Prime Minister. And now there is an extraordinary protest. So supporting this protest is of vital importance for the future of Albania in the EU, for the future of my country. This is, in short, in brief, what the situation is. As a matter of fact, as Samuel Huntington has written years ago, the worst of all dictatorships is the mob dictatorship, because the mob dictatorship do not follow any rule, and the authoritarian dictatorship in Albania is a mob dictatorship. The government blocks any kind of fighting against corruption. The Vice Prime Minister was to be prosecuted. Edi Rama blocked it. The prosecutor insists again, but it has not changed. Whatever go close to the Prime Minister, there is no chance to be investigated. However, we are very grateful for EPP help. We are very grateful to AFET because they voted a report. They came as a fact-finding also, and they voted a very important report on Albania. But continuing this battle is vital for the future of my nation, my country. Thank you very much.